I just got to figure out how to make something a minute long. I guess it doesn't have to be, but
No. Oh. Okay, we ready? 5, 4, 3. Living it up!
La vida loca.
Get well soon, friend. Miss ya. Oh, you know, the usual.
Absolutely. Not living the dream.
Living the dream
Living-
every day.
The dream.
You know, shooting some b-ball, relaxing, all cool. You are? Oh. Oh.
Bzz.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna spare you the random. I worked, I played some video games. I think I played a lot of Call of Duty with you guys. I actually like Call of Duty. There's always like for me this thing where I can't really play it by myself because I just get so mad. But I feel like when we have a group of 3 or 4, I just enjoy it. So I feel like I come to the realization, I think Zach mentioned it before too, it's just a community kind of thing, like when we all play together. It's not really the game itself.
Yeah.
I do want to play, at least with you two, the State of Decay 2, since they got huge updates since we last played it. And I actually want to play that at least one more time. The zombie game looks pretty good now.
What was wrong with the last time we played it? I mean,
you didn't like
that?
the performance.
Oh,
And,
that's right.
Yeah, and
That one time we hit a bump on the road and flew
Yeah.
to the moon.
Yes,
That was fun.
exactly. So they fix a lot of these issues, and it looks a lot more stable.
I
But-
did.
They added a lot of stuff, like you can customize your people now, find outfits, new gears. They have each month like content drops of new vendors you can find to get like World War II guns and all this stuff. Like they added a bunch of fun stuff in the game, which I really want to check it out again. And then I did watch with my girlfriend. We watched Doctor Sleep, which is a sequel that came out last year to The Shining. It sets,
Yeah.
I think,
Wait,
20 plus.
sequel?
Yes, it's a continuation. It's from a book that he wrote in. Shit, when did he write it? He finished. It's based on the Stephen King book, which is a sequel of The Shining, and you actually have the kid Danny. He is Ewan McGregor. So, and we watched the 3-hour director's cut edition that came out on Blu-ray and digital. And you know, if I could spend $30 on it, I probably would. I really had a lot of fun. It doesn't rely on jump scares. It's eerie and creepy, but
That's my favorite.
But it's in a different way, and it's not really scary either. Though it's more like a mix between little action, adventure, and thriller. I would say it's like all these combined. Very well, like great cinema for sure. Now, you know, so I highly recommend it. Like if you guys know I'm not a big movie watcher, but if I would give it a rating right now, I would give it like the 9 or 10 nugs. Like I'm so amazed by the movie.
Damn.
And
Nice.
and I really like The Shining, and it's a lot of nostalgia in the movie. But for example, there's some scenes that they recreated in flashbacks, but they recreated it. They just didn't copy and paste it. They recreated them, so it looks even more immersive. So
I failed my junior year of English because of The Shining.
Yeah,
dude, I had to write a report on it. I bought the Cliff Notes. Remember when they came in those little yellow and black books? It was for the movie. And I embarrassed. My teacher let me tell this whole report up front for like 20 minutes. And then I sat down and she came by and just put a big F on it. And that failed me because that was like a quarter of the grade for the year was this big book report. And I was like, I don't understand. I tried to argue with her. And she's like, because you didn't read the book. I was like, yes, I did. Look at this report. How much I put together. It was on the movie. Totally different from the book.
Yeah.
So,
but I mean... Yeah, and I read too that The Shining was so long, and then over the months they actually cut it, the movie versions, more to make it smaller. But like Doctor Sleep, I really like recommend it for people who like The Shining. Again, it's not as scary as The Shining, I think, but it's kind of like its own separate entity.
Yeah, but you got to look at the age difference. From when you
but
watched
it's a continuation for sure of the story, and it ends the story in that manner. And I think they did pretty great. And Hugh McGregor is a fantastic actor. Like he did really well. So I really liked it. Maybe I'm too casual for it, but hey, for me, it was one of the best movies I've seen in the last like 10 years. Then. I did play Call of Duty. I said I played some Battlefield, but I don't enjoy it. So, but just because I played it too long and they kind of made some changes and blah blah blah. But it's Battlefield. But yeah, that was my kind of the time to kill. They're actually going with the next patch now. One more going back to how it was. What they wanted to do is that SMGs don't kill you as much on distance, but they kind of messed it up that handguns were more viable. Like they balanced it wrong. And now they kind of go back to where there is and just modify a little bit more, which I'm okay with. Like, no, right now is a meta gun is because a Type 2, it's an SMG, and it kills you in one frame because it was when they put the gun in, it was pre the patch changes. So they put the gun in after the patch was deployed, but the gun settings and stats were still pre, so it just one hits you. Not 100% right. No, I wouldn't say that. Just it goes to a point where you can think that's a meta gun. I would call it the MP18 trench gun. You see all the medics run that gun, but they yeah. But yeah, it goes back to that. They revert this. I think the next patch comes out. They just announced a new thing, but we're gonna get that in the news really quick. But yeah. It's just a train wreck sometimes, It's like a love-hate relationship with that franchise recently for me. Yeah, and I hate it. I hate on it probably more than any other person would, and love it probably more when it's really good. But yeah, but yeah, that was kind of like my week. So I'm just gonna leave it to Nugget and tell me what you've done, Mr. Yoda. That's a badass cop.
You always got to drink from the skull of your enemies.
Oh.
Yeah, right. I love Yoda. Oh, so I pretty much didn't do anything. I played Call of Duty with everybody. Nothing. We played a lot of Call of Duty. I mean, every night almost.
Yeah.
The update really fucked things up, so give them a while to fix that. A lot of the rooms are messed up. Yeah, that was a lot of the problems. Couldn't even start the game. PUBG had an update. They added the new map. Got to play it. I don't think I got to play it last time. Just talked about seeing people play it. So I am pleased with it. It's very small, 2x2, I think. 60 people, 60 or 70 people max that goes onto it.
Is that the Battlefield inspired destruction map, like with a firestorm or something? Like we have destroyed the buildings?
Yeah, it can destroy buildings. So I guess the map's called Karakin or Kraken, whatever you want to call it. So they put like these black zones, which are like a quarter to the size of the red zones. Remember the red zones?
Mm-hmm.
That drop bombs everywhere, and you just never really got killed by them. So this is a black zone, and it pretty much goes on a town, has a horn, lets you know it's coming. If you're in the building, you die. If you're touching the outside of the building, you die if the rocket hits it. But if you're 5 feet away from the building, you take like half an inch of damage. So nothing to be like scared of. So if you hear it, you just jump out of the building and you live. Basically.
Well, it's basically to get rid of the camping, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is funny. Now you can put
Can
a
you
hurt on some
destroy
people.
it? Can you destroy the buildings with like gadgets or?
In special spot right now.
Okay.
So you'll see like a brick spot where you can sort of see like through a hole.
So it's not
you
like
can
it's
throw
not
a
like,
sticky bomb on it and it'll blow.
so it's not like
blow a hole.
the battlefield destruction kind of thing.
Mm-mm.
Okay, well, hey, maybe they get there. I'm all
Yeah.
for destruction.
So they have some drywall. I haven't tested that yet. I heard you could shoot through drywall sections of buildings. So we'll see. I'll
Okay.
test that out tonight. I'm gonna be playing after this. Other than that, I like the map. It's easy to get chicken dinners on, and I think it's because there's no more camping like from 100 miles away with a sniper rifle, getting all the people out in the open. Now, if you shoot at somebody out in the open, you're probably gonna get shot at because every 3 or 4x can reach from the other side of the map.
I'm gonna challenge you on that statement because it doesn't make a sense to me necessarily. Easy to get chicken dinners on. I mean, do you really think that's got to do with
five
no.
days.
What I'm saying is, do you think that really has to do with the map, or do you think it? I mean, it's you guys. Well, then why doesn't everybody get like? Why would you get more than somebody else then? It's because you guys are good.
Oh, I don't know. We don't get this many when we play the regular map, the bigger maps. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, if we're on this hillside and they're on this hillside and we don't see them, we come down, they start shooting at us. In the bigger maps, normally there's no one else around. It's just going to be the 4-on-4 battle. Now they're on top of this hill, and there's a hill behind them with people on it, a hill beside them with people on it. So if you don't start shooting right away, everybody starts shooting at them, which gives you a chance to get out and get away.
There's kind of more chaos at the end.
Yeah, it's chaos. So it's hard to just pinpoint one team and go at them. Now you could probably get strategic about it, but I'm not a military man, so I don't know this back out of the zone, circle left around 190 degrees and be behind them. I'm just like, I don't want to be shot anymore. Throw smoke everywhere.
Lay down, spread your legs, and face away from the rock.
Yeah, so I just think it's because it's smaller and it gets chaotic, and you can't just sit like behind rocks and kill a team. Now you have to be wary because you can be seen from the other side of the map by another team.
Is the performance better since there's only 60 people?
No, I have a lot of freezing. I was actually trying to res somebody before I got on the podcast with you guys, and I threw smoke down, and it started like lagging the system out so bad that my character just ran like 40 feet out of the smoke in a random direction. And by the time I stopped lagging, I was almost dead and shot and killed. So that sucked. So they got to work on the performance. Smoke, the black zone also causes a lot of performance issues. If you're down in it close, you pretty much lag out.
You're trying to change the speed of the game.
I think so. And I think I like it. I think it's working. A lot of people said they wouldn't really like it, but I have enjoyed it. I like the fast pace. It's giving me a time to kill. It's giving me a time to practice. That's one thing I think you don't get.
You don't get enough
You
play
run
time.
40,
You die.
yeah, you run 45 minutes and you don't see one person and then die at the end by 2 shots.
Yeah.
You never really get to shoot your gun now.
They should have a bot mode on there where you can play offline and just play bots, whether it's in squads.
Yeah, I mean, they do have a shooting range now where you can pick what gun, put what attachments you want on it, and practice with it. But
That's still not the
wanna do
real
that.
scenario.
Yeah.
It's always easier to train under real, circumstances.
That's about all I did. We watched some more Castle Rock. I think we're at the season finale episode, or not? Yeah, the season finale episode. I think we're on the last one. I don't know how many it has, but 10 is our next episode, so I'm pretty excited about that. Still good. Still enjoying that. I think that's it, man. I got a new shirt. Check out this new shirt.
Looks
Hello,
badass.
Rapture, my old friend.
Man, isn't that awesome?
Big Daddy's gonna
I just like
get your
the
ass
Big Daddy,
again.
but also like just the background, the big statues.
And the
That was
city
so cool.
in the back there. Yeah, it looks awesome.
So that's all, man. That's all I did. Wesley, take it away.
Oh, lordy. I didn't do a whole lot. I watched more James Bond movies and played a lot more Assassin's Creed Odyssey and a shit ton more Call of Duty. I played more Call of Duty in the last week or so than I think I've played since it came out. And I gotta tell you, it took a while, but that game's got its hooks in me. I really have a good time with it. It's not even the game. It's not the game. It's playing with you guys, honestly.
But it's so much fun when we play Shipment because Wes and I are the only ones that really want to play Shipment all the time.
Well, hey, I got 60 kills the other day. I don't ever get 60 kills in Call of Duty.
Yeah.
But no, that oh my god, that Shipment map makes me so mad sometimes. Then they've got to fix that. I mean, what do you think? Do you think they'll ever change anything about that map?
No.
I don't think
That
you
map
can fix it though.
You can.
so
You have a spawn protection for a second, like until you move.
Well, yeah. Well, still.
But then
But they
would you
won't.
be
I
able
tell you
to
how
kill
many
people while
times
you're
I
protected?
spawn and there's a dude just standing right there,
Yeah.
like 10 feet
Yeah,
away
they're-
from you.
Or your
They
whole
won't.
team will
They won't.
spawn on a guy that's laying down and you're spawn and he just shoots them all in the leg and they
It is
fall down.
popular because of what it is. Like people like it because it's just a meat grinder.
Level up
It's the
fast.
new Nuketown.
Yeah, it's worse than
It's
that. But
so much. Nuketown's so much better than that shit.
yeah,
Not by much. It's like they polish it. They try like Nuketown would now be the polished turd. Shipment's the turd. Nuketown's the polished turd.
I did play a game that I almost forgot to talk about. It's an older game, but when they came out with Doom a couple years ago, I never played it, and just for shits and giggles the other day, I turned it on. I was like, oh, let's see what this is all about. I mean, it's Doom. I knew that, but I hadn't played the new version, and wow, I gotta say, for the 20 or so minutes I played that game, that was the most fun I've had playing a single player game in a good long time. Like, I wasn't expecting it to be any good. I just figured it'd be kind of whatever.
yeah. After
Dude, I
Zach told us-
enjoyed every minute of running around shooting those motherfuckers.
Yeah, I downloaded it yesterday. It's on Game Pass, so I figured.
Game Pass for the win, man. I'm liking Game Pass.
Oh yeah, like the Ultimate is nice because you also get like PC games. I like it. I got my Football Manager through that.
Oh, you were
Soccer
playing.
Manager.
You were playing something else too. What did you played? Have you played any more Dragon Ball Z?
Oh yeah, I finished it. I got every achievement in that game, like 1,042 achievements. I
I've done that
played
like 2 games in my life.
that is my third game
You
that I
mean
have.
1,040 points, right? There was
1,000
1,000
points.
achievements.
No, 1,000
Oh,
points
okay.
and 40 achievements. But to be fair, these achievements, two of them were kind of grindy because I had
Did
to
one
do
of
them
them say at least drag your balls?
No, but it was probably fairly an easy to average platinum or full 100% completion. But I don't have 100% completed in the game. Just got all achievements. But yeah, I still stand to my point that if you're a Dragon Ball fan, this is by far one of the best Dragon Ball games that ever came out.
Awesome. I've heard good stuff about it.
Better
And-
than Dragon Ball Xenoverse?
100%, yeah. Xenoverse is only fun because you can play it with people and do the story together. But if it's just about the single player content, 100% better.
Weren't you also
I knew
playing
nothing about Dragon Ball.
Civilization 6?
Oh yeah, I played that on Xbox. I want to play it with people though, because I remember I played online once and with a friend, the old Civilization game, and it was fun because we were teaming up against another team. And you're not supposed to team up really unless you made a pact, but we never really made a pact. But we teamed up, and then in the end, I won by
Fucking
science.
teamer.
Just like fucking America and the Ukraine.
No, it's a great game, Sif, but it just takes so long.
Yeah.
Like,
So, well, that's gonna be it for catch up, I suppose. I didn't do a whole lot. I don't know where all my time goes, but I blame Call of Duty.
Out the window.
Out the window. Hey, that's
I
a
like
song.
movie and song references.
All right, so who's got some news for me?
I got some news. Let me pull up my little note on
Careful there. Oh, okay.
the phone.
So take it on
The
video.
we have you guys know about Google Stadia? that came
Yeah.
out like a few months ago. Actually, wait, 69 days ago.
Destiny.
So-
Nice.
Destiny plays on Google Stadia. It's horrible.
Yeah. And, you know, it's so successful that now, 40 days, it's been 40 days, so over a month, since there has been a new game announcement, any features added, or any roadmaps on features to be added. Basically 40 days without any newsworthy from Stadia, not even mentioning any games that are coming.
Now they did
They
have a like a roadmap, like a
They said they're tracking 120 games for the next 5 years, which tracking means they're trying to get more games on the platform.
but there were also
which-
some sort of features that they were blatantly supposed to be in there that were absent.
but they weren't. Yep.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it has been 40 days, and I'm predicting it right now. And I did the same thing back in the day with the Ouya. Google Stadia is dead on arrival. It will not be any. Nobody will talk about it in like 2 years again.
I remember a couple years ago they started saying they could your cable company could stream video games, and that didn't last.
Yeah.
For shit
The
either.
only thing that I can see is like stuff like the Xbox, like the xCloud and the PlayStation Remote, because the xCloud is pretty cool because you can use your Xbox as an actual server for your phone, so you have zero lag because your Xbox turns into a server, which is amazing. And I have people do it on the Android and the Galaxy Notes, play it, and they had zero delay on like single player games and stuff. Like, it's amazing. Like,
That's
I'm
pretty
sitting in my bathroom right now. I was like, and my Xbox is in the other house. I'm like, what other house? Like, and they said like it's like 150 miles away, and they used it as a server to play. I don't know what they were playing, some single player game. But I'm like, damn. So they just use the phone basically as the monitor and use their Xbox controller, Bluetooth it with the phone, and done. I think it's pretty cool. Like xCloud, it's Microsoft though, man. Like I knew that, you know, they're the software giants there. So, but yeah, Stadia, I called it right away. Way too pricey. You pay $50 or $60 for a game that's 2 years old.
What's
Ain't
the
gonna
biggest
fly.
game out there for it now?
I think Red Dead Redemption 2 might be the. Is it? Yeah, I think that might be the. But it's $60 alongside, and you still have to pay the membership stuff for like the online. I think there was something like that. But yeah, and the thing is, you don't own the game. Like they have
Right.
in the rights to take the game away, so you pay $60 for a key, and you don't have it. You know, you don't have it anymore. Like if the
So if
service
they don't
goes
keep
down,
their licensing up, you lose your
Yeah.
game that you paid
yeah,
for. That's
So-
bullshit. Then they should just make it like a service like Xbox Game Pass instead
Yeah.
of selling people individual games that they could lose the license for. That's freaking ridiculous.
Dumb. That's Google messing up.
Now I saw
But-
somebody trying to play Destiny on that a couple of times, and the input lag was like,
Yeah,
he'd move the
punch
stick, and 2 seconds later the guy would turn. It was ridiculous.
or use keyboard and mouse, press space, and then like 2 seconds later it jumps.
Yep.
And he has like fiber internet too. So yeah,
Sad. Pretty ridiculous.
it is.
What
So,
else?
yeah. Then Battlefield 5 got a new announcement today. The chapter Pacific will be continued, and they get a new map, Solomon Islands, and it is teased with tank body customization, a shit ton of new guns, a lot of like new gadgets like the M1 bazooka, a plunge mine, which is basically a mine on a stick that does a shit ton of damage where you charge the tank and almost die while you charge at it. Yeah, then obviously the map, one of the maps, the Solomon Islands, which is a jungle map. It's a 2-minute trailer, really well done. I mean, DICE knows how to do trailers, man. I swear, it
If
looks
only they
really...
were a video game making company.
Hey, the Pacific chapter, like the Iwo Jima, Wake Island, and all these maps they brought out were the best of the game. So the recent maps that they release are the ones that you think Battlefield is, the war moments. So
You just got done saying that the game's pretty much broken.
yeah, that's true. But with that patch that comes out in February, the 6.2 patch or the 6.0, they, like I said, they go back to the old version and then tweak it.
Shouldn't you think that they would just like hot fix that shit ASAP?
They would, but what a lot of people don't know, and I'm not making like a defense for them in that matter, but they're a Swedish company. They're located in Sweden, and in Sweden it's mandatory to take a holiday. And unfortunately, with gaming releases and stuff, they're during the holidays. They have to take their holiday. It's a law. They have to take it, and EA can't get around that. That studio, they have to go. They went on a 3-week vacation from Christmas till now. So, and not now, but like I think 10 days ago or something. So they started working on it 10 days ago, or continue working on it. So that's why it takes a little longer.
It's a law that you get 3 weeks off for Christmas. I'm moving to Sweden.
Yep, it's in Europe. It's in Germany the same way. Like you have to take your vacation. Like you get, but on the flip side, totally not related for any of your listeners or viewers, but when you to gaming right now. But fun fact, if you start any job in Germany, right off the bat, you get 28 vacation days. If you are sick, you get a doctor's notice. They pay you for the days you've been sick, but they don't deduct that from any of your vacation days. So basically, some people abuse it a little bit. They go like, "Oh, I don't feel well," and they go to the doctor like, "Hey man, can you write me a letter for like 3 days?" Okay, and then the doctor, you hand the paper to your employer. He pays you for the 3 days,
and you still get your vacation time.
And you still have your vacation time. Yeah. So I mean, peace. I'm out often. So yeah, and you don't usually, if you work retail, unless you have a special license, all retail stores are closed on Sunday. And you don't work like past 10 p.m. That's also special licenses. So after, like usually at 8 p.m., stores are closed during the week. Most of them.
So how does the Waffle House stay open 24 hours a day?
There are no Waffle Houses there.
I don't know what you're missing.
Yeah. I don't know about that. I mean, but yeah. So that was like kind of my gaming news. And, from the point that I mean, I love Battlefield. I just have a lot of hate-love relationship with that game. It has so many great things, and then they just do a 180, piss me off, and then they do 180 again, and I'm happy. So I don't know. I guess it's my PUBG, TJ's PUBG and Battlefield.
Nice. TJ, you got anything?
Yeah, I got a few things. Pretty quick things. One of the cooler ones was I sent everybody, and because I'm a collector, but Todd McFarlane was working on a statue of Johnny Silverhand from Cyberpunk, which is the Keanu Reeves looking character. And that freaking statue looks cool. I want to pre-order it so bad, but I don't.
Do you think that they bring stuff like this when you order like a collector's edition? Sometimes the companies have like a $200 version or a $150 version. They have like a cool collector's item.
Maybe, but I don't think it would be from Todd McFarlane. I think they would go cheaper.
Oh,
like that Elder Scrolls. Remember when it came out with
Bethesda? That's Bethesda we're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I haven't seen anything on there for Cyberpunk for like special pre-orders, but obviously, it could be. But I'm a Todd McFarlane fan. I think he does very good quality work. A lot of it in the background with the Walking Dead.
You have a lot. I remember you have like this. Guys. TJ has so many cool things. Like he has like the nerd heaven back there.
He needs to get the shit behind him set up right so that you can see it all.
You can't even walk in here. It's like a hoarder, like Sasquatch Den Hoarders edition.
In this episode on Hoarders, I don't want to throw things away.
Just move your shelves up and then put all that stuff behind them.
Yeah, I should move them closer so you can see because it keeps blurring it out. I've tried to equalize that.
It'll make you like a little cubicle.
There, but yeah.
A little office space.
Yeah. Remember? So the other thing, I'm so used to, I always look right and it goes away. I need to move my mic over there so when I look right. The other thing I was looking at was the Obi-Wan series for Disney Plus. They put a big article out. I can't remember who put the article out, but they put an article out saying everybody ran out of there. They're stopping production. Nothing's going to happen. It's going to be blah, blah. And I guess the next day, right. But the next day, what's his name? Ewan McGregor, Connor's uncle. He come out and pretty much set everybody straight. Like, it has not stopped. It's been delayed for production, but they're writing the story and making it a lot better. and it's still going to release on the same timetable as it was going to. It's just production has been delayed so they could write a better story.
Yeah.
So I'm happy about that. But it was nice to see him come out and like,
Oh, because he was pissed.
blasted people.
He was
yeah,
pissed.
he was upset.
He's like,
So he
they,
blasted people.
they do. He's like, these things happen all the time, and because it's Star Wars, they want to come up with all these doomsday scenarios, and it's like, look, put your pants back on, people. They're not starting yet. We haven't started, and they're not starting yet, so they can make it better.
I established that the Star Wars fan base is the worst.
I think
fan
the Star
base.
Wars fan
The
base
worst
is
to
what
please.
is fucking killing Star Wars. Honestly,
Yes,
they put so much pressure on these people to make a story, and then they crucify them for it, and then everybody's all scared to do anything, and then they go, "Well, it's not very original." Well, like you chopped this one guy's nuts off that tried to be original.
Rewatching the first and the second of the new ones now, they're really not that bad as people make them to be.
No.
Like, and forget, like, you know, everybody's talking about like plot holes and realism. I'm like,
Fucking Star
lightsabers.
Wars.
It's fucking lightsabers will never be the way they are. Like, they don't exist. It's not real. Fucking Wookiee talking? Are you kidding me? Like,
Everybody knows Wookiees can't talk.
talking to droids, and all they do is go woo, woo, woo.
Oh, I know exactly what he just said.
Yeah. So, you know, like I'm saying, like, it's just fantasy, man. It's just like a sci-fi western fantasy. That's all it is.
Fucking
It is.
Ewoks.
You know, and I, you know what? After watching the second one, there's still a few things I didn't like, but just personally had nothing to do with the Star Wars. But I enjoyed The Last Jedi a lot more on just a neutral watching it, just like a cinema movie. Just watch it, you know. If you
Now,
blur
have
out
you
all
seen
the
the
other-
last one yet?
enjoyed him.
So, no,
You haven't seen the last one yet?
no.
It's like, it's real, damn it. Happy birthday, dude.
Yeah, happy
Belated.
birthday, Shy, one of our podcasts, SideQuest podcast D&D members.
Yeah, D&D. I think I talked about making a character last time, didn't we?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So we don't need to bring that up again.
No.
The only other thing that I saw that was sort of interesting was it seems like Elder Scrolls 6 is going into production finally.
Well, they
Ooh.
even said, like,
So-
your article said full production.
Yeah, full production, which they're trying to do that thing where they predict what's going to happen with things, but they were talking about how Bethesda releases in twos. So they're thinking with what was the name? What was the name of the other game that they're getting ready to release at the end
Starlit is something with Star.
of yeah.
They have another one that is like a Star Universe thing.
Yeah, Starfield.
Yeah.
So they're hoping with the release of Starfield means that Elder Scrolls 6 will be right behind it with a double release again.
But then again, Starfield doesn't even have a release date.
And then
Right.
there's no information on it really, other than it's gonna
Yeah.
be like a space Skyrim.
When
where
I
you can go to
read that,
planet.
when I read that article, the first thing I thought was, well, fuck, they announced at E3 last year that Elder Scrolls 6 was entering production. So when they're like, oh, it might be possibly entering full production, I'm like, what the fuck have they been doing for the last year then?
Well,
Well, but I think that's what they're excited about. Full production means
it's
Right.
going.
it's ready. It could be ready to go.
But it's
Of
just
3 years.
disappointing because you're like, they announced it last year, and now you haven't heard a damn thing about it, and you won't. And now they're like, oh, they're finally starting to actually get to work on this a little bit more.
No.
you know.
They announced it like the whole game. They announced like way back, like in like
No.
2 years ago, like with the trailer, the teaser of
Yeah, the
Elder Scrolls.
dragon flying over.
I thought that was
the-
E3 last year.
Oh no, that's been a while.
That
but
was
you
2
know,
years ago. I was at the beach when
if-
that one released.
if they say they're going in full production now, that means that we have a minimum, hopefully, of 3 years and not shorter than that. Because if you look at the game releases, the first 2 years are just script, artwork, and all this stuff, but then they actually putting that into a game.
So it's
and
not going to
code.
come out until the next gen consoles for sure.
Yeah, 100%. I think they made it clear too that Starfield will not be on Xbox One; it will be on the following generation. So the same goes to ES6. So I'm pretty sure that during like the 2-year cycle of the new consoles, we'll see something like, hey, next year in fall.
So who's excited about
Yeah,
that
that's
then?
what
Since we'll all be 6 years older by the time it comes out.
I'm
I
always excited. I don't care.
I am. However, I have a really like Bethesda's done so much shitty stuff with Fallout 76 and where I'm just like, yeah, I'm very like, I don't know. I can see them mess ES6 up big time. So
It's gonna
there's
be
this
Skyrim
fear.
76. Play online
I'm
with your
excited.
friends.
I'm excited, but I'm very skeptical too. Like, I have a big fear of, because I don't trust Bethesda, I don't trust Rockstar, and I don't trust EA.
Go to the Elder Scrolls Merchant where you can buy a sword for $5 real.
The only company I think I can really trust is CD Projekt Red recently. I mean, every game that I played from them, including the older Witchers, good games. You get what you pay for. Yeah. So. And Star actually won. I mean, EA kind of proved us wrong too with Jedi, but hey, they proved themselves wrong, I guess.
Yeah. That's all I got.
Gotcha.
Newsworthy.
I've got one piece of news, and it is about as vague as your last piece of news. So we are definitely sharing the shit on this one. Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic remake rumored to be in development at EA.
Makes sense,
dude.
Because
I read this article. This is stuff. Nothing but a gaslighting theoretical article. I'm like, oh, because I started seeing the headline all over the place. And I started reading articles about it, and it's like, oh, they think that they're going to do that because there's two rumors from two sources. One of them says that they're starting to do it, but they don't have a design team or a dev team assigned to it yet. They don't think it's going to be BioWare, because BioWare is doing the Old Republic and Anthem. And they basically, the article said that there's a rumor that it's in development, and then another rumor that it is not going to be a faithful remake, but it's going to take elements from the first two games.
It's a reboot,
and
kind of like what
bring
EA
them into.
did
They're going to bring them into canon.
To what do you call it? Battlefront. It's going to be a reboot.
Kind of, yeah.
But it makes sense because they want to, Disney itself, they want to make the Old Republic more widespread, other than, they want to make it more canon. And they already canonized Revenites. So it would just make sense, to put that game out, and a year later, here's a TV based on that. Makes sense. I don't see why they wouldn't, but we'll see. I mean, I would be down for it. I'm pretty sure it's going to be amazing.
Oh yeah, I'm still.
I would too. I enjoy playing that. I enjoy playing that when I downloaded.
We're talking about Knights of the Old Republic, not the
Knights,
Old Republic.
Gotcha. Sorry.
The Old Republic plays like 800 or 900 years after the KOTOR series. So.
Oh, so there's probably like a baby Anakin in that gets carried around.
Not even that.
No. With Daryl Dixon,
baby Yoda.
Yeah. With Merle.
Yeah, I still want to play that game. But that's really my only real piece of news, other than the rumor is that the Xbox Series X, the hard drive that they're going to use on it, is a solid state drive, and it's going to be 36 times faster than your Xbox One hard drive. So
that's almost SSDs.
I mean,
it's not, again, doesn't sell me. PS5 is the same.
Yeah.
Like, what,
What is 36 times faster?
So
it takes 5 minutes to load something. It'll now take me negative 36. Like, before I turn the Xbox on, it's already loaded.
See?
Quantum physics. I actually preloaded this game in the past because of the power of the hardware.
Thank God for the hardware. I've already beat this game before I even bought it.
Right. Let's see. And that is all I got. But I did, I was looking over the release schedule of a bunch of video games for this year, because I was thinking, like, what's coming out this year that I'm excited about? And I couldn't really answer the question other than Cyberpunk. And then there's like Call of Duty, there's Madden, there's all the stuff that comes out every year. And I didn't really know what was coming out. So I went and I pulled up a list. And I think I want to start a new segment. And it's honestly, based on what I found on the list, the segment, guys, is going to be called Do You Even Give a Shit? So I'm going to run through this list of games coming out this month and next month. And each of you tell me why you give a shit or that you don't. because I think we're gonna have some interesting answers here. Starting on, why does it start on January 28th?
Ooh.
Because it's probably the only thing that came out.
Today. Yeah. No, January 2020 video game releases. The Coma 2 Vicious Sisters on PC.
Never heard of it.
Don't give a shit. All right. Journey to the Savage Planet on PC, PS4,
Is that
and
starring
Xbox.
The Rock?
I don't think so. I don't know. Was that a movie?
Yeah.
The
Journey
Savage
to the
Planet?
Center of the Earth?
No, this
No.
is okay.
Savage. What
I'm
kind of
just-
planet is Savage?
Oh,
21
Savage.
Savage? I don't give a shit.
Ooh.
Journey
Yeah,
to the 21 Savage Planet. That'd be better.
Let's go to
Probably get more. It'd probably get more sales.
Yeah.
Kentucky Route Zero, Episode 5.
Good
I
game.
heard that was a really good game.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is a good game.
What's it about?
It's like an adventure kind of game.
Yeah. And you like, it's really like, when you see it or when I saw it, I was like, this is stupid. But
Yeah.
man, when I watched a little bit of it, I was like, I could really
Yeah.
dig this game. And it's got really high scores on Steam.
Nice.
Yeah. It's like
Well,
it's
Act
yeah.
5 is on PC, and then Kentucky Route Zero, the TV edition, whatever that means, is coming out on PS4, Xbox, and Switch today.
Nice.
Today? Today.
Today
Came
is
out
going to
today.
be the day that I come out on the Switch.
So for Xbox and PS4 today, Pillars of Eternity 2, Deadfire.
I do give a shit. Never played it though, but I heard it's great. It's like a Diablo game as well, but it looks
Is
amazing.
every game like based off of Diablo or something?
No, it's easy for
Isn't
me
it
to
kind of like that
explain
game you
it.
guys played?
Divinity?
Yeah, it's like a mix between Divinity and Diablo.
I can see that. I'm actually shocked that I've known two of these games that I would have thought I was just going to say I don't give a shit about anything on this whole segment. So that's I mean I don't give a shit, but I would check it out.
Yeah, same.
Especially Diablo, man. Don't you have a
Tomorrow.
cell phone?
This could be big. Don't you have a cell phone? Guys, everybody's going to be playing games on their cell phones from now on. Get rid of your... Yankees, why did you buy a PC? Don't you have a cell phone?
Yeah. Jesus, Yankees.
Why did you spend all that money on that wonderful graphics card? Everything you
Look.
need.
Yeah,
2 graphic card payments right here?
Mhm. It's like a $1 billion industry here.
Is that porn?
I think so.
What? It's mean.
Oh, I know. We just want
Aw.
to see. You never share anything with us, Pascal.
So tomorrow,
Is that so?
tomorrow,
tomorrow.
Warcraft 3 Reforged for the PC.
Don't give a shit.
Don't give a shit. I did like Warcraft 3 though, but
Is
I
this
don't
a
care.
remake?
Yes,
Nobody cares.
remaster. I
Fucking
guess.
don't have phones.
Or maybe remake. I don't know.
All right. Bookbound Brigade for the PC, PS4, and Switch, not Xbox.
What the fuck is a book?
Well,
I don't
I
give
don't
no
give a-
shit.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. You know, they didn't put my Xbox in it. Nah, no, I really don't care. I don't care. Like,
Has anybody even heard of that?
Nope. And
Coffee
zero
Talk. PC, PS4,
Dude.
Xbox, and Switch.
interest. Game of the year right there. No, I don't give a shit.
Don't care.
Not for broadcast for PC.
Well,
give a shit.
sounds highly inappropriate. Don't give a shit.
It's Patapon 2 Remastered for PS4.
It's too weird for me. Don't give a shit.
Don't give a
They're
shit.
good
'cause I've
games
heard
though.
of it.
What is it?
Young
It's like a
Padawans?
rhythm. No, it's Patapon. It's like a rhythm
Oh.
kind of storytelling game.
All right.
Puzzle.
You know what
Nugget?
happens when you get into a rhythm.
2 days. 2 days from now.
2
PUBG
days.
Season 6. Oh, wait. PS4 and Xbox.
Don't give a shit.
Don't give a crap.
Is-
Runs like shit on consoles.
How's your what season are you in now on PC?
6, I think.
Okay.
But PC performance is so much better.
Oh god.
Oh,
Really?
I mean,
Is
compared to
it?
console, I
night
couldn't
and
even
day.
play the game on console.
Sisters Royale.
Is it like a
man,
battle
that
royale
sounds
with
dirty.
like
is
with,
it
college
not rated?
Like college?
Why
Like,
did-
Sisters
20-year-old?
Royale. How much pussy can you lick before the pussy comes on you? Sorry.
Sounds like a sorority, college sorority,
give a
like
shit.
20-year-olds like battle royale game. Don't give a shit.
Oh,
There you go. You got
God.
your answers that you were hoping you were going to get.
I'm not done. All right. Song of Horror, Episode 4, The Last Concert.
No.
Don't give a shit.
What is that shit?
How is there 4 episodes already?
Yeah. Who played the first 3?
Maybe it's like Star Wars. Maybe it's gonna go backwards. One will come out next because we're like, oh
Yeah.
shit, somebody actually liked this game.
Yeah.
Speaking simulator.
Blitzkill would love that one.
Oh wow! I put my
There-
motorcycles together and my PCs.
That
and
motherfucker
gonna
played like
flip this house.
Gold
Hey, House
Rush
Flipper is fun.
Simulator, and if Shy is still in the room, if he could tell me what the name of the other one, a woodworking simulator.
Damn, we need to get that for Postal.
Yeah,
All right, terraforming Earth PC. That sounds like
Sounds-
something I
that
would be
sounds
interested
good.
in.
What is
That
that?
sounds kind of cool.
Sounds- It sounds familiar though. Oh,
You can do Space Engine that already has it, but you have the whole universe.
don't give a
Alright.
shit.
Through
give a
the
shit.
darkest of times.
Is that like a depression, like Eeyore's mind? Like nobody loves me.
I'm just
I
gonna
walk
go
down the
over here
dirt.
and sit on this butt plug.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
putting
I
on
don't give a
vibrate.
shit.
Butt plugs that vibrate.
I don't know.
Oh, that'd
Probably
be pretty
some
cool.
of them.
Hero Land on the PS4 and Switch. Some of these great PS4 exclusives, guys.
Man,
Well,
I'm
it's not
telling you, the
exclusive.
Switch exclusive or Switch, anyways. If we might get different answers had Zach been here,
Maybe.
because he's into Switch games, man. I'm gonna say I don't give a shit. I've
No.
never heard of it.
That's multiplats on Switch. What? Yeah.
Hockey Manager 2020.
No.
Dream
Don't care
job.
about
I just want to drive the Zamboni.
it. Yeah.
Can I hire and fire that guy?
Zamboni Manager
I'd do
Simulator.
it for free. If I was a hockey manager, I'd be like, I'll drive the Zamboni during the breaks. Fuck coaching my team.
They
Anyway,
suck
don't give a
anyway.
shit.
Well, rounding out January, and I guess we'll do
All right.
February maybe next week or something.
Yeah.
Bubble Bobble for Friends on the Switch.
Dude, you know what?
Bubble, double, double, bubble jigger.
Yeah. It got pretty high ratings, but I don't give a shit. It didn't get high ratings. I never heard about that game.
I can honestly say, looking at that whole list, I hadn't answered any of them. I don't give a shit about one single game on that list that came out this month. So
No.
I don't know. That's pretty bad. But yeah, dude, I think we can do this for movies. We can do it for games. We could do it for a lot of stuff. I think it could have legs. So and there's more games coming out next month. So is that list
Starts
starting at
crawling.
the end of the month?
People listening and Twitch chat that's been participating today, let us know what you think. Did you like
Definitely.
this segment? Did you hate this segment? Leave a comment, a like, subscribe.
Be critical. What do you
Yeah.
like? What do you hate?
I'm gonna stop inviting you fuckers. Just kidding. I love you. Sorry, not sorry.
Right. Is it time for some new segment here?
I'm just looking at next month's games and it's kind of crazy. Oh, what do we got?
There you go.
Cheater. Spoiler.
Appreciate the follow, Hot Gamer Chuck.
Hot gamer Chuck. You 10-year-old boy.
All right, so that's all that I've got for do you even give a shit? I think no, we did
don't.
not.
What was
so
that? There was some.
There
Don't
you-
worry. Tune in next December. We'll actually give a shit.
so that's all that I got for that. If you guys don't have anything else, then I believe it may be time for some weird and wacky news from the Sasquatch Nugget.
Yeah,
Take it
today's
away.
weird and wacky news comes straight from the West Man because I lost one. So
Oh,
we
you know what? I
replaced it
think
with
you got to
this
tell.
one.
I think you got to tell your story though
Yeah, I don't
I
know
got
what
a
it is.
story.
with Mickey
Yeah.
Mouse,
Oh
or
shit!
should we say Roger Rat? Because I don't think that was a mouse. I think that was a rat.
It was a
Rat-
it was
A
a
rat
field
has like this long
mouse.
of a tail.
Yeah,
It's huge.
That was the
rats
poor
are like
innocent
this
mouse.
big, like as big as my wang. I'm
The
just
poor
kidding.
innocent thing.
It was
man.
more like that mouse, but shriveled up and curled up, dead.
Yeah. F.
Well, at work, I have a lucrative job, and I deal with not the so best of people, and sometimes they have to sit in a chair beside me while I type. Anywho, we had a person that we were talking to, and lo and behold, this freaking mouse runs out and just like starts doing kick flips off the chair and the walls and the desks. At one point, it goes up to the person we're talking to and like looks at him like, I'm gonna whoop your ass, bud. What you doing in my
Literally
chair?
on the chair next to him.
Just like staring at him. So then it jumps down from there, falls, gets up on the desk. It goes to my partner and is sitting under the monitor, just staring at my partner where I types on the keyboard, like, "What's up, bro?" Like, I don't know what this thing was up to. Like, either it was a trained mouse like Mr. Bojangles waiting for Green Mile to come get its ass or something. I mean, I don't even know what was going on with this thing. So eventually it disappears, and about 2, 3, 4 days later, I have to move some stuff around in the office. I pick something up, and this little bastard pops out with his eyes open, and he was dead. It just died. I think it was trying to tell one of us, like, I'm sick, help me, and
Just in a bundle of clothes.
Yeah.
I saw the video, dude. You laid those clothes out there, and it was like when you laid them down, it was right there.
Oh, see,
And
I
didn't
just
even
reaching.
You didn't even like. I watched the video of it today. You sat there for like 10 minutes with that thing right there, and it was at one point you looked over, and I could tell when you noticed it because you went. And then you got up and walked right out of the office.
Yeah, 'cause I felt like I was moving, like starting to like move some stuff around, and I guess then I noticed. I felt like I moved the stuff when I noticed it, but apparently, if it was already out and about, I just didn't pay any attention. But yeah, he did.
He probably wanted to go out.
That's
That's sad.
It was
Yeah.
it was definitely one of the most humorous videos I've seen in a long time. It was pretty
If
amazing.
you ever want to look at it again, just open up the bag in the garbage can.
Sorry, PETA,
Yeah. Fuck that.
Are you-
Greenpeace,
Really?
and all them.
What?
You
Yeah.
did take it.
No,
It's
I
a
figured we could air
biohazard.
freshener.
There's a. You telling me there's a dead mouse in a bag in our garbage can in the office?
Yeah.
You bastard.
I want somebody else to get the
Alright.
surprise of their life. I'm gonna take the trash out. This little fucker comes out like a skeleton.
I'm gonna give it to Barry. Okay. All right.
So,
Continue
yeah.
on with whatever else is next.
All right, so if you ever want to know what not to do, I'm going to move this over so I can talk to the mic. Jesus, that's bright. Go towards the light, Carol Ann. Carol Ann. Tennessee man is behind bars after he decided. What? What did he decide to do? Well, Spencer Allen, Boston, I guess is his last name, 20, had court Monday to answer to a simple drug possession charge. The Wilson County Sheriff Robert Bryan says when Judge Haywood Berry called the defendant to the podium, Boston delivered a speech on merits of legalizing marijuana. And when he finished, he reportedly reached into his pocket, pulled out a joint, and lit it up. So, if you ever want to prove your point, you should light up a joint in court
While you're
defending
facing
yourself
drug
against your
charges.
drug charges. So he's been charged with disorderly conduct, additional count of simple possession, and has a bond at $3,000.
GG's.
Yeah, this dude looks pretty happy.
Apparently, the courtroom thought it was hilarious, though, except for the judge.
Yeah, I mean, there's worse things you could do, I guess.
Got to get
But-
progressive, man.
Yeah, that shit's good. Yeah, it's going to the wayside. Get out of here.
Pretty much.
All these people are going to get out of prison, thank God. You got people serving lifetime in prison because they smoked marijuana.
Okay, now who the
But yet you let fucking DUI people go out here and get away with it all the time. So,
lifetime in
yeah.
prison.
Lifetime in prison. Look it up. It was called the 3-strike rule.
Oh yeah.
When
Persistent
you hit-
felonies and
Yeah, when you hit 3 strikes of marijuana drug charge, you went to prison for life.
Jesus Christ. Look
Mhm.
at that. All right. You guys got anything else you want the people to know?
Nope.
No, I am good to go. Everybody
I
just
know,
keep
dude.
Zach. Put him out there in the good juju world. Like, put him in a bubble and blow him out there that he gets over this illness.
Yeah, we need
Yeah,
to
We
put
can
it
have
in
our
a
Zach attack
bubble.
back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ball.
I'm gonna buy
Yeah,
him some
hamster ball.
gloves, a mask, mail it to him, tell him to wear it at all times. Like he's he's going to visit an Asian friend.
Yeah, he needs a hazmat suit.
Goddamn
What is that thing called?
coronavirus.
Coronavirus?
He has
Yeah.
a corona.
Don't eat any snake flavored cake balls. Anyway, all right, guys, chat. Do you know that you could find all of these handsome gentlemen up here on Twitter at the name below their pictures? It's like a roadmap. I've left it right out there for you. You can also find the collective of us on Twitter up above there at SQG Podcast on Twitter. You can
and it doesn't get any bigger than that.
Yes, it's very big.
That's what she said.
And you
right.
can find us on Facebook. We're pumping out pumping out content on Facebook. We're pumping out content on Instagram. TJ's running our TikTok account. I think he's just watching.
Yeah, I'm a little behind, but don't worry. We might pump a couple. We got some couple ideas going on. Who wants to see me get hit in the face with a hot dog in slow motion?
Oh my God, do it.
I could be one of them big titted people.
I want to see somebody drink. Oh boy. I want to see somebody drink pickle juice in slow motion too.
Slow motion for me. Slow motion
to that
for
song.
Me.
I can't do with y'all pickle juicing.
But hey, seriously, find us on Facebook, SideQuest Gaming. There's a lot of stuff coming out on Facebook. It's probably going to be the easiest way to keep in contact with us. Also on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube's coming. TikTok's coming. We got a page on TikTok. We just haven't really posted anything.
I tell you what, if one person not in our community, well, no, I'll even leave it to our community, not one of us, goes out there and leaves us some kind of feedback on the podcast, I will put out the first TikTok video.
There you go.
As soon as it
Call
happens.
to action, baby. That's a challenge. We need a review on the podcast, whether it be on Twitter, on Facebook, on iTunes. You can find us on iTunes. You can download all our old episodes, Spotify, Google Play, and any place you really like to listen to podcasts. Leave a review, and Nugget is going to get probably hit in the face with a wiener in slow motion.
Who knows?
Yeah.
There'll be something. I will definitely put something out there for you guys to watch. I don't care if it's a negative review. Let us know what you like, you don't like. It's constructive criticism. We will not hate you for it. I'll punch you in the face later. Let's see. What else? I was just kidding. But seriously, there you go.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for us this week, guys. I had fun. Thank you all for hanging out with us, guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. And if nobody's got anything else, we will see you all next week. I'll see you all in about 10 minutes. So,
See you.
bye.